So next we will discuss about circulation. It is also similar to rotation, circulation. So basically for a rotational flow, this term exists. So as per the definition of the circulation, the definition is, so along a closed contour in a flow field, the line integral of the velocity vector is known as the circulation. So the circulation is line integral. This integral is line integral of velocity vector and the length of the contour. But it's a should be a closed contour. For a 3D flow, it's a dot product. So it's a line integral of u dx plus v dy plus w dz. And there is also relation between vorticity and circulation. If you know the circulation, then the vorticity is circulation per unit area. So already you know that angular velocity is half of circulation. Half of the vorticity. So the relation between vorticity, angular velocity and circulation is this. So if you know one quantities, the other quantities you can easily find out. What is vorticity? It is the cross product of nabla and the velocity vector. So from there you can find out this vorticity. Otherwise also you know the relations. It's x component, y component, z component in terms of the differential form of the velocities. Also you know the expressions. So in this way you can find out anything if you know the velocity vector. So all these quantities are the differential expressions of the velocity vector. So that's why this whole study is known as the differential analysis of the fluid flow. So let's solve a small question to find the circulation around a rectangle defined by x equal to 1, y equal to 1, x equal to 5, y equal to 4, and velocity is given u equal to 2x plus 3y, v equal to minus 2y. So this is the rectangle you can easily draw, okay, from these four lines. Now what is circulation? It is the line integral of the velocity vector and the curves of the contour. So there are four lines, so you have to do four integrations. So u dot dl means u dx plus v dy because it's a 2D flow only. If it is 3D, the omega dz also would have come. So along ABCD, because this is the contour, ABCD is the contour. So this integration along y equal to 1 plus along x equal to 5 plus along y equal to 4 plus along x equal to 1. So this you have to do. So along x direction there are two lines, this line and this line along x direction, and along these two lines are along y direction. So 2x plus 3y dx 1 to 5, AB means x varies from 1 to 5, plus along this line means x varies from 5 to 1. So two integrations along x lines plus two integrations along the y curves. So y curve, this varies from y equal to 1 to 4, and for this line y varies from 4 to 1. So minus 2y integration 1 to 4 and minus 2y integration dy from 4 to 1. But one thing you remember, when we are integrating 1 to 5 for the line AB, so this y equal to 1, this y equal to 1, and when you are integrating from 5 to 1 means it is line CD, so this y equal to 4. Okay, so this y equal to 1, this y equal to 4. You can easily do the integration and put the values. So the answer will be 36 will come. Okay, so the answer will be 36. Okay. Similarly, another example, for a flow field, the velocity is equal to minus xi 2yj plus 3 minus z. Okay, so it's a 3D flow. Calculate the magnitudes of the velocity, acceleration and the angular velocity at a point 1, 1, 2. So velocity components are given. So it's a steady flow, there is no time. So first you have to check whether the flow is possible or not. Then only we should go for other things. So del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del 0. So continued equation must be satisfied. Put the values, it becomes 0. So it's a possible flow. Now find the velocity. You can easily find out. Put the values of x, y, z. Similarly, acceleration, it's a steady flow, so there is no local acceleration. So these local accelerations are 0. Only you will get the convective accelerations. You can easily find the differentiations, put the values of x, y and z. So you will get the at point 1, 1, 2 you will get the acceleration. Similarly, angular velocity is half of the vorticity. So vorticity is the curl of the velocity vector. So curl of the velocity vector is this. So we will get you expand this matrix and put the values of x, y and z. So it is 0. So in this way you can find out. So first you have to satisfy the continuity equation. If it's a possible flow, then only all the differential expressions of different quantities is valid. Otherwise they are not valid. So at last we will discuss about the Navier-Stokes equation. So we are not going to derive this. It's very difficult. Basically in undergraduate level we don't teach this. Okay, so as per your syllabus also we just need the expressions, only equations. So basically the Navier-Stokes equations are the mass, momentum and energy conservation expressions for Newtonian fluids only. Means linear relationship between viscous stress and the strain. And the Navier-Stokes equations are the fundamental partial differential expressions that describe the flow of incompressible fluid, basically for incompressible fluids. So here we will discuss only the mass and momentum. Energy part generally we don't discuss in fluid mechanics course. So for incompressible flow and for a Newtonian fluids, the Navier-Stokes equations are found out for mass and momentum conservation expressions. And if the viscosity is neglected in the Navier-Stokes equations, then they will be known as Euler equations. So first I will show you the expressions. The continuity equation already we have derived for incompressible flow. Similarly, x momentum equation is this. You see, this is the local acceleration, this is the convective acceleration part, this is the pressure gradient, and this is the viscous term, this is the gravity. Similarly, you just replace u by v, you will get the y momentum, and you replace u by w, you will get the z momentum equations. Basically, for a fluid flow problem, we are having 4 equations. One is continuity, and there are 3 momentum equations. So they are known as the NS equations. So if mu will be 0, the equations are known as the Euler equation. So this is all about the differential analysis of the fluid flow problems. Thank you.